Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into the surprisingly high-stakes world of property lien searches right here in Thurston County, Washington. Look, if you're buying a property, you absolutely have to know what you're inheriting. Now, there isn't just one magic database for this. We actually have to navigate a multi-agency digital landscape. But hey, don't worry, because I'm going to show you exactly how to do it.
Just imagine this terrifying scenario. You finally close on your absolute dream home, or maybe you win a bid at a local property auction. You've got the keys in your hand, you're thrilled. And then, bam! You find out the property is saddled with someone else's unpaid debts, a massive tax delinquency, or a messy contractor dispute that suddenly belongs to you. In Washington state, which is a tax deed state by the way, you aren't just buying a piece of land, you are acquiring its entire legal history. If you don't know how to investigate that title beforehand, your dream investment could easily turn into a financial nightmare.
So, here's our roadmap for today. We'll cover what property liens are, securing the parcel number, searching the county auditor, checking treasurer tax balances, uncovering hidden court judgments, and finish up with some best practices.
All right, Section 1. Let's talk about what property liens actually are. So, when we look at property encumbrances, we're basically looking at two types. There are voluntary liens, which is something like a mortgage you actively agree to, and then there are involuntary liens. Think unpaid taxes just slapped onto the property without your consent. Now, Washington state indexes these records using what's called a grantor-grantee convention. The grantor is the party against whom the claim is asserted, basically the property owner or the debtor. The grantee is the party claiming the financial interest, like a bank, a contractor, or a taxing agency. To find active liens, you've got to put the owner's name right into that grantor field. That's going to uncover any encumbrances that were attached during their ownership.
Moving right along to Section 2, securing the parcel number.
Okay, before we even start searching for liens, we need our compass for this journey, and that is the unique 11-digit parcel number. To grab this, we use the county assessor's A+ system. But listen, be warned, because this database has some seriously strict input constraints. If you type in a full address like Martin Way SE, you are probably going to get an error. You actually have to strip away all those directional indicators and simply enter Martin. Getting the syntax right here is absolutely critical, otherwise you'll be locked out of your search before you even begin.
Okay, let's jump into Section 3, searching the county auditor.
Now we take that shiny new parcel number and the owner's name over to the county auditor's EagleWeb system. This is the official repository for real estate transactions. Navigating this portal definitely requires some precision. You can search by the auditor's file number, a specific date range, or the party name. But here's the catch. For the party name, you have to use a last-first format. So think Smith Nicholas. Also, if you're searching by land coordinates, you need to explicitly state the section, township, and range suffixes. Marrying that grantor-grantee logic we talked about earlier with these super strict inputs is exactly how you get the results you need.
And I want to add a quick financial reality check right here. Anyone can log into EagleWeb as a guest to view the indexing info and a lot of the document images for absolutely free, which is great. However, if you're doing serious title work and you need an official, certified copy of a document, maybe to prove a lien was legally released, ordering it directly from the auditor costs exactly $3 for the very first page and then just $1 for each additional page. Honestly, it's a super small price to pay for absolute legal certainty.
Next up, Section 4. Let's see how we check treasurer tax balances.
So while the auditor shows us the recorded documents, the treasurer is the actual financial custodian. For this step, we hop over to their Ascend web portal to check for any outstanding property taxes. And why is this so critical? Well, it all comes down to Washington's priority rules. Usually, the rule is first in time, first in right. Whoever records their lien first gets paid first. But wait, there are what we call super priority liens. Things like real property tax liens, municipal assessments, or state environmental cleanup claims literally override everything else. A severe tax delinquency can trigger a foreclosure that entirely wipes out junior private encumbrances. Scary stuff, right?
All right, we are on to Section 5, uncovering hidden court judgments. Our final stop in the database landscape is the clerk of the courts. You see, civil court judgments and domestic divorce decrees can actually create automatic statutory liens against a property, and they are filed here, not with the auditor. So the really crucial point is knowing exactly how far back you need to look, because different liens have strict expiration timelines. For example, judgment liens stay active for 10 years, which means a 20-year search window is generally the standard practice. UCC fixture filings, those expire after 5 years. And mechanics liens, get this, a claimant has to file a lawsuit within just 8 months of recording, or the whole thing becomes void. Finally, let's wrap things up with Section 6, Best Practices, and our disclaimer.
Let's synthesize all of this into a concrete, actionable map and compass workflow that you can use right now. Step 1. Start at the assessor's A+ system to grab your 11-digit personal number. Step 2. Take that number straight to the auditor's EagleWeb to search for liens using the grantor index. Step 3. Cross-reference everything over at the Treasurer's Ascend web portal to check for those nasty super priority tax delinquencies. And Step 4. Finally, run the owner's name through the Clerk of Courts to catch any of those hidden judicial liens.
Now, before we officially close out, I really need to give you a very important disclaimer. Everything we've talked about in this explainer is strictly for educational and informational purposes only. While this workflow absolutely empowers you to conduct some incredibly thorough preliminary research, title law is exceptionally complex. I highly encourage you to consult with a licensed real estate professional, a reputable title company, or a real estate attorney for personalized advice before you make any major financial or purchasing decisions.
So, I want to leave you with this final thought. Are you ready to take control of your real estate destiny? The tools are literally all right there, completely free and open to the public in Thurston County. Don't let a hidden lien turn your dream investment into a total disaster. Follow these steps, explore the databases for yourself, and definitely investigate your title before you buy. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and hey, happy hunting.